Alright, so I've decided to come out on this grey Friday morning to have a look at Gosford Glyphs. Now it's I've seen it on, I've stumbled upon it on the on another YouTube channel there the other day, and it's quite local to me. It's in the local area. There's the gate to it. Purple monster always ever present. I'm encouraged by it because it I'm not sure. Like you don't know whether it's going to be fake or not, whether it's going to be real, but there's a couple of YouTube channels on there that say that it is fake. That encourages me because people who don't want the truth do say things are fake, don't they? And also it's not very well known in the area. Every person I've sort of spoken to about that I'm coming down here this morning, they've never heard of it. So bit of an arduous journey to get there by the looks. It's all uphill so far, but that's cool. It's still cold here, guys. Like it's November 16 today, and it's still cold. No real sign of summer coming. It's quite gloomy today. Still got the jumper on, as you can see. Got the hoodie going. So I don't quite know what's going on with the weather. But anyway, once we get there, we'll do another video and see what it looks like. So it's a bit of a walk up here. We've been going for about 10 minutes so far. We're still going. According to the map, we're pretty close to the end. I won't put my friend on camera. I don't think he wants that. Turn that around. It films better that way, doesn't it? Yes. I'm intrigued by all this sand. So we're at Carryong, which is just up from Woy Woy, just down from Gosford. And it's on top of a hill, and it's sand. Looks like a beach, doesn't it? I find that intriguing. Anyway, we're close to the end. More to come soon. Alright, so we've come up towards the end of the walkway, official walkway, and now we've got to go through all this shit. The map insists we're going the right way. I find it interesting, it's not touristy at all here. There's no signs. There's nothing here whatsoever to indicate that there's something up here. The fence, when we walked in, the gate there was quite nondescript. No indication to think that there's anything up here, but I think there is. Here we go, there's something. What's all this here? So while I'm looking, I wanted to touch on these wildfires in America. That's fascinating, like all the evidence there that it's directed energy. I was watching Richie from Boston this morning, and he showed this thing from NASA and this aerial footage. Like, if NASA, it's fake, or it's just high altitude balloons. But you can see where they're actually making the rain around the area go away from the wildfires. The rain that would put them out. It's quite fascinating what they're doing, and it's just in your face now, isn't it? This spiritual fight we're in. I'm convinced we're in the end of days. I'm getting myself right. I can absolutely assure you, God is stripping me apart right now. And you can just see this stuff, can't you? Now, I found something that seems to go downhill here. There's lots of rocks, and that's where the glyphs are. It's all on rocks because I've seen it on videos and stuff. I might go down there and just see what I can find. So I got down to the bottom of that rock wall, so that's where we come down there. Sort of slip down. It's going to be fun getting back up. But there's no sign of anything. It's just rock walls at the moment. But the trail keeps going down this way. So we'll continue on. The map, according to the map, it looks like it's probably 100 or so meters down here, but it's getting harder to track sort of terrain, and I am 45 now. Gets harder as you get older, this shit, doesn't it? Alright, I'll keep on trekking. I might just keep the video running in case we find anything of note. Beautiful countryside. It's just makes you wonder, doesn't it? Like houses and and stuff. Like, first of all, when you first buy land for a house, who owns the land? And it seems to default back to the government. Why? Why does the government own the land? Why can't we just, like, why can't I just, you know, erect a tent here and just live here if I want? You know, it's not practical, but you could build up, couldn't you? And as you get better at stuff, you could potentially build yourself a little hut. But no, it's all government land, isn't it? And the government own it because that's how the world works. The government just own everything and they have to tax you and regulate you. And I was thinking the other day, they've basically taken cash out of it now, haven't they? You can't buy anything like a house with cash anymore, because you just can't hand over like what real estate would take, you know, 600 grand in cash. I don't think it's going to happen. So they've taken all that. It's so regulated now, so scrutinised, and then you throw in safety, and that's what they do when they just want to shit on you. It's for your own safety. You see coppers on the TV, and my own interactions with them. As soon as they're fucked, as soon as you fucked them, they say, "Oh, for your own safety." That's their rallying cry. You can just see their face just light up. Oh, yes, I've still got safety. I can still get them with safety. You can see they go through it in the colleges and shit, can't you? Yeah, it's a horrible world. But, oh, spiderweb. Ooh, that was nasty. Yeah, and as I say before, I'm absolute that the second coming's here. I watched this thing the other day where the bad guys, they're sort of up to Revelation, about Revelation 14 now with their cripple show. So it's heating up. A lot of people fall for this. They say it's going to happen in their lifetime, but I'm really hopeful. We'll see the man. Won't it be great? Imagine it now. You just look up in the sky and there's these trumpets and the big man arrives. Imagine it. Anyway, I'm going to keep looking for these things because right now there's signs of it. See, there's rock here. You can see this area, the whole area is just, it's different to anything around here. There's lots of rocks, and so I think that's how I'm going to find them, is just by accident. I might go up. There might be something up in there. I'll go and have a look up in there. Okay, it looks like we could be onto something. I just looked at the map and our pin is right on where it says Gosford Glyphs. So it looks like we've come to some sort of rock face here. Lots of rocks. So I'm getting encouraged. Maybe that's it down there. I got my friend here and he's younger than me. And he's nowhere near as agile. Like, I'm just, you know, this. I am an athletic machine compared to this bloke. And I can assure you my 45-year-old knees are killing me. Age, it's a wonderful thing. Alright, I just really get the feeling we're here. And it's all going to pop out at us very, very soon. As it all looks familiar with what I saw on that video. I remember in the video I saw it was like a rock face like we just come from. It looked just like that. Might go down this way. Oh, that's for a tree. Check that out. The tree goes up like that. And then that's not where it's, I don't think that's where it's, oh yeah. Yeah, there's a root there and then there's another stump that goes out that way. Trunk. What a bizarre tree. Alright. See, there's trails, and my mate just said that it's a well-worn trail, and it feels like it is. And that's where I'm trying to go. I'm trying to go that side of the most well-worn. What's this over here? Right. Can I jump that? No, I'm not going to be able to jump that. I'm going to hurt myself if I jump that. It's beautiful scenery, if nothing else. So we're at the top of the hill, and that's just all downhill into there. And it all goes, that's that'd be Brisbane water, I think. As I've said on previous videos, I've got absolutely no sense of direction, but I'm pretty sure that'd be Brisbane water. Or it could be the Hawkesbury, I don't know. I'm pretty sure Woy Woy's that way, Gosford would be that way, I think, I don't know. But anyway, I think we've reached that point where they're either going to be here now or we're not going to find them. I might go down there, and that could be it down on that rock face down there. Just still having some trouble finding it, but these, I want to get some of these rock formations. It's pretty cool, isn't it? So I've got a choice. I either go through there or I go down there. So I might go down through here. So I think I hardly even have to bend down through this little passage. Oh. There we go. So we're coming down to this area now where it's right at the end, and it's all downhill after here. So I'll see if I can get around here. Oh, what's all this there? There's some more cliff faces. So could it be? I'll go over this way. Is there anything here? No sort of sign of anything, is there? Oh, how frustrating. Just even if I don't find it, I might still post the video, even though the big climax isn't going to be there, but oh, some stunning rock formations. So I think there's all these walkways, which makes me wonder if I should go down here just to eliminate all possibilities. They just keep coming, don't they? Another rock there. Track clearly goes down there. Where are these bloody things? I think this is about the end of it. Just rocks with nothing on them. So I think I'm going to have to go back up. I've got to climb back up there. I've got to get back up there. It's a sobering thought, isn't it? There's always a way. I can see a purple monster sign up through the trees here. That might be an indication that we're close. Hard yakka. Boulders may fall. No. Where the bloody hell are they? Okay, so we found them. So basically, I'll explain as I walk out how exactly we found them, so I can explain to other people who want to come here, because it's quite difficult to find, and I reckon we were walking around for a good hour after we got to the end of the trail. But anyway, let's do this again because the last video failed. What I've noticed is that there's a definite Egyptian feel. I've spoken to my mate. He's convinced as I am that these are real. There's a lot of conjecture online with these as to whether they're real or not, and I noticed the conjecture's been opened mainly by scientists, and we all know what scientists are, and mainstream media, because we all know they want you to think bullshit, like we live on a ball hurtling through space and the earth, except I can't think of how to say that. We think the masses think we live on a ball hurtling through space, but the fact is the earth just doesn't move, and people know it doesn't move, and they don't seem to twig onto it. But anyway, so the mainstream media, they want this to be belittled and to be made not true, in the eyes of the masses. But there's a real theme with it. There's a definite Egyptian feel. I feel it's demonic. I saw an owl before. There's the owl there. There's the owl. There's stuff like that. Like, to me, that signifies a dead figure, doesn't it? You got birds. It's fascinating. Like, when I say it's demonic, I'm don't get me wrong. I'm glad I'm here. It's blown me away, all this. And it starts on that wall where I started there, and I'm sort of walking up the hill here. There's the owl. I mean, people watching this video, they could, who are into this sort of stuff, they could just potentially just identify all this as I just skip over it. And as I'm not terrific with symbology and stuff, but I know certain things, and a few things have leapt out at me here today. We'll keep going. That's some sort of... Look at that. My mate, he found a penis before, he reckons. Where was that? There it is. I reckon that's a cock and ball. I reckon it could be too. Guys, this is incredible. It's 30 k's from my house, this, and it's obviously been here my whole life. I had no idea. I had no idea any of this was here. There's no sign, as I showed at the beginning of the video. There's no signage coming in. There's no way, nothing to assist you in finding these. It's very, very hard to find once you get to the end of the trail. The trail's not bad. It's about a 15-20 minute trek to the end of the trail. But that's when the real work started for us, trying to find the bloody things. And I just sat down about 20 minutes before. I'd sat down, had a bit of a drink, and thought I'd need to rethink this in order to find them. And I'm starting to deal with the idea of going home without seeing them. So they're hard to find. Look at that. Is that the cross? There you go. But what I'll do when I finish this video, I'll try and put on exactly how to get here once you get here, how to get down here. So it's just easier for people who want to come. So it goes over to the other wall. Now that wall I just showed you, that continues up, but I'll go back down this way, so I don't have to come back down here. I bet people with a more educated eye than me can see stuff I can't. We'll just walk down there so we can get a front on view down there. It's hard to get back because literally that's the gap. So it's only about 4 feet from one wall to another. So it's hard to get back to give you a good view. But I think it's coming through okay. It actually looks better on the phone than looking at it live. It comes up better. Yeah, you see that there. Very easy to write that off as just a mark in the wall, but it's definitely not, because it's all sculpted there. Now, there could be parts. You know, I look at that, and that actually looks quite recent. So there could be parts where people have defaced them, because that's a spaceship, isn't it? It's definitely a spaceship. There's no rules. There's no signs. There's no purple monster. There's no men in vests. There's nobody taking money. There's nobody telling you're unsafe by walking over on that rock, and you can't go down there, and you can't do this, and you can't do that, and only the purple monster can keep us safe because we're too stupid, and the only thing that can keep us safe are the purple monster's fines. There's none of that, which is really surprising. It just makes me wonder as to why. Because the purple monster are everywhere looking to find us and keep us safe, because we're too stupid to keep ourselves safe. And they're not here. There's nothing. No purple monster. There we go. I was thinking before, you have a look, and it's like, you go back, and it's possible to put a roof over that, isn't there? You could put a roof over that, and is that how they house themselves back in these days? And is that why there's markings on this wall? Because it's very secluded in here. It's like it's very enclosed. Like That's the rock wall down to the ground there. That's that rock wall there. I just wanted to show you, I just wanted to illustrate how high these things go. So this is my eye shot here. So that's eye shot there. That'd be about my height there. So that's about my height. And you come up there and I stretch my hand. That's as far as my hand will go. So that's about what, above the hand above my hand. I don't know, I'm 6'1", so it's at least 7 foot. And they keep going. They keep going and going. That one up there, that little boat thing, that would be 9 feet. 9 feet from the ground here. All those here, you know, they're a good 8 feet above the ground. Were they giants? We all know giants were in the earth in those days and after that.
Anunnakis.
That way. It's just breathtaking. It's just beautiful. Words can't describe. You ever thought about it? Particularly those of you who are in Australia. It's just, and to think it's right on my doorstep. The Gosford Glyphs. So we'll come back up here. So this is where you first walk in. So this is where I first sighted them. So you sort of come up that way. You can sort of see my umbrella there. That's where we come in. I'll explain where we went wrong when I leave here. But these are the first ones you first see when you come in, and you can see straight there, sun worship, straight away. And then that thing there, that thing, people will probably be able to help me, but that's got a name. I've seen that on videos before.
That's the Egyptian, one of the Egyptian gods.
One of the Egyptian gods, is that right? There's only one god.
There is.
No, that's why I think it's demonic, because it's sun worship and all the signs are here that it's demonic. That's really interesting. So that's enclosed in its own right, that thing. So it's a big oblong, and it's got that at the bottom, and it's got sort of two birds. Is that a sun above it inside that? Is that a representation of the flat earth? I don't know. That's interesting. So that's on the left there. Is that? Looks like it's some sort of staff on the right. I think in the middle there. Can I get a stick? A stick would be handy. That thing there. Looks like the @ logo, doesn't it? For Hotmail. The @ logo. Have I been up here? No, I haven't been up this way yet. This is sort of where you first see when you first walk in. This is what you first see. This is what I spotted when I first found them about an hour ago. So that's definitely a hand there. I wonder what this is. And that's the first thing you see. That one there when you walk in. That's the first thing you see. So when you come here, don't make the mistake of going down that one. That's what I did. You got to go to the right. That's where they are. We were so close all the time. So close. What I'll do is, because I had so much trouble finding these, it's quite easy. You just stop. It's, as I say, it's quite it's a non-event when you stop. You've got to basically stop on the side of the road and just hope the purple monster isn't upset by it and doesn't get to have their drill fest as they find you. And you just literally, it's just a very, very average looking walking trail here. And it's probably I reckon we walk close half an hour to get up here, and then you got to find it. So I'll do a quick video as I walk out, just to explain how to get here so others don't have to waste their time. But it goes right down there, both sides of the wall. Nothing on the roof here, no. There's nothing behind here. And it's very well preserved. You can see people are respecting it. you see the type of people that come here really have an interest in this. There's no litter. There's no evidence of vandalism. Just can't get my head around that. Look at that. Wow. Yeah. The Gosford Glyphs.
Say, hey, this is the entrance. I wouldn't give them. That's the whole part of it.
Yeah, yeah. Just when you get here. All right, so just leaving now. I don't know how my mate is going to get through here, let alone me. Because this is quite low. Oh, shit. Oh. All right. So basically when you come to an area, I'll go up here. Just want to try because you can literally walk around it. Put you up there. Yeah, you can literally walk around it for ages, and I was at a point where I was seriously thinking of giving up because I know we're still going. I just pressed the button. I thought I'd clicked off the video. Yeah, so I was in a position where I went down there, and I went bushwalking down there, and it was just the wrong way. So it's literally, you'll see that rock like that, and that's the top area up there. You see that rock, and then it's just down there. So you've got a choice to go there or down there. You come down, you go to the right. Alright, so just before I go, I just want to show just a little bit of the scenery here. I think I may have done that before, but it's astonishingly beautiful, guys, here. I've got a feeling it may be because it's some sort of national park that yeah, I am completely out of breath because I'm a fit under 45-year-old. It looks like there's walking tracks all over, so you could spend a day or two here. I don't think there's camping. There's no indication that you're allowed to camp, but I don't know. There's no sign of the purple monsters, so I think you could just about do anything. Anyway, get a chance, come and see it. The Gosford Glyphs. I'm blown away. I'm really glad I did it. And bye for now.